Dear students, how are you? Hopefully you are well. I am also well. This is Amit Shah, Department of Mathematics, Milestone College. Now, today I am going to discuss about chapter 9.2. This is your actually trigonometric section. In this trigonometry, there is two part. One is basic and another is CQ part. Actually, our focus is on CQ, and for CQ we are just going for some basic, and we are actually selecting three basic for this chapter. One is the relation between the angle with the side of a triangle. In this part you are actually facing some problem, that's why I am taking this. Secondly, we are thinking about the relation between the trigonometric ratios. So what's the relation between these ratios, I mean the inverse ratio relation. And thirdly, we are talking about the value of the trigonometric ratio. Okay, so let's start our first part. Our first part is a relation between the angle with the side of a triangle. Okay, if we are thinking that this is a triangle, and in this trigonometric section you know that we are always thinking about the right angle triangle where one right angle will be there. So if this is the right angle, then we can say that suppose ABC will be our triangle, and in this triangle we are focusing on a angle. But in this angle, if I am not denoting that, then we can say only one side named as the hypotenuse. This side is known as the hypotenuse. Why this side named as the hypotenuse? Because of its it is the side which is the opposite side of the 90-degree angle. So if here is the 90-degree angle, then you have to make sure that this is the side whose name must be the hypotenuse. And if this is the angle, this name is hypotenuse. So in this triangle there is another two sides. One side is named as the base and other side is generally known as the height. Sometimes you are calling that this is the height always and this is the base always, but this is not the true thing, because this will be actually true when we are going for this angle. If this angle is our required angle, then this side will be known as the height, then you are right, and this is the base, then you are right. But at the case of this angle, on the time we have to change our height and base, because height, the height is the another name of the height is the opposite. Okay, the another name of the height is opposite. Why it is opposite? Because this is the angle and the opposite side of the required angle, or the angle that is named as the height. So when we are going for this angle, then this will be our height. And when we are going for the base, actually base, the other name of base is adjacent. Other name of the base is adjacent. When we are going for this angle, when we are thinking about this angle is adjacent with this side. That's why we are talking about this is the adjacent side, or this is the base. Clear? So when we are going for this angle, then this is our required height, or the opposite side of this angle. And when we are going for thinking for this angle, then this will be not the height, then it will be actually the base. So at the case of this angle, this is the height, this is the base, and at the case of this angle, this will be our height and this will be our base. So this is the relationship between angle with the sides. Thank you. Now move on to our second part, and our second part is the relation between the trigonometric ratio. Okay, what actually the relationship between the trigonometric ratio? Okay, we are talking about the inverse relation. Okay, inverse relation, where the sine will be the inverse with cosec, and then sec will be inverse with cos, and tan will inverse with cot. That means actually sin theta is equals to 1 by cosec theta, then sec theta equal 1 by cos theta, and tan theta is equal 1 by cot theta. Similarly, we can say that cosec theta is equals to 1 by sin theta, cos theta is equals to 1 by sec theta, and cot theta is equal by 1 by tan theta. So this inverse relation is very important to memorize the value of the trigonometric ratios. Why? I am just focusing on that part right now. Okay, here we are going for the value of sin theta, cos theta. So we are here going for the ratio and we are going for the angle. So suppose we are writing here the 0 degree angle, then 30 degree angle, then 45 degree angle, then 60 degree angle, and finally this is our 90 degree angle. Okay, and in this part when we are going for sine, then what will be the value of sine? The value of sine will be what? Sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is half, sine 45 is 1 by root over 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2, and sine 90 is 1. I am always suggested you that please remember these values. Only you have to remember the value of sine theta, because sine 0 degree 0, 30 1 by root 2, 45 is 1 by root over 2, 60 is root 3 by 2, and 90 is 1. You have to just memorize this. Then what will be the cos? What will be the cos? Cos must be what? Cos must be the inverse of it. So we may go for two ways. One is 90 degree minus theta, or we may go just converts it with the values. That means 0 degree is equals to 90 degree, that means 1. Here the 30 degree, that means the 60 degree root 3 by 2, and cos theta 45 is 45 1 by root over 2. Cos 60 degree, that means the 30 degree is half, and cos 90 degree is 0. How I am just calling about? I was talking about cos theta. You may think it as like this is 90 degree minus theta. 90 degree minus theta. So 90 degree minus theta is 90 degree minus 0. That means what? 90. So sin 90 is 1. That's why it is 1. Then 90 minus 30, that is 60. If this is 60, then we can say the value of 60 of sine is root over 2, root 3 by 2. Then when we are going for 45 degree, so 90 degree minus 45 degree is 1 by root over 2, because that is 45 degree. 90 degree minus 60, that means 30. The 30 value is half, that's why it is half. So we may go for this way also. Okay, now we are moving on to our inverse relation part. Inverse relation part. What is our inverse relation part? Suppose we are talking about first cosec. Cosec. We know that cosec is nothing but the 1 by sine. We know our relation, that is cosec is equals to 1 by sine, isn't it? If this is the relation, then just divide 1 by 0. 1 by 0, because 0 degree means 1 by 0. Sine cosec 0, sine 0, so it should be 1 by 0, and 1 by 0, that is undefined. Then 30 degree, that means 1 by half. Just make it alter. Just make it alter. So it should be 2. It should be root over 2. It should be 2 by root over 3, and it should be 1 by 1, that is 1. Now we are going for the sec part. Sec. When we are thinking for the sec, just converse it, just reverse it. If we are reversing it, that 1 by 1, that is 1. So 1 by this, that means 2 by root over 3. 1 by this, that means root over 2. 1 by this, that means 2. 1 by this, that is undefined. Okay, maybe one question arises in your mind, that why 1 by 0 is equal to infinity? Why 1 by 0 is undefined. 1 by 0 is undefined because of there is a lot of examples. I wanted to go for the very simple example for you, that is 5 minus 5, that is 0. If you multiply something with 5, that is 0. But at the case of when you are going for something, suppose 5 is divided by 0 or 0 is divided by 5, when you are going for this way, this will be possible because 5 into 0 is 0, but 0 into what is 5, we don't know. 0 is what is 5, we don't know. That's why we are going for 1 by something is undefined. Okay, there is a lot of examples also. However, we are going for the last two parts. We know that the tan and cot. Okay, so at the case of tan and cot, we are going for tan theta. That means what? We know that tan is equals to sine by cos, isn't it? Tan is sine by cos. So if we divide these two, sine by cos, so 0 by 1, it must be 0. So this divided 2 gone, so 1 by root over 3. Then 45, this by this, so 1 by root over 2, 1 by root over, that must be 1. This divide this, that means root over 3. And 1 divide 0, we know that, what? Undefined. And at the case of cot, no need to, we may go do two ways. One way is this is 90 degree minus theta for tan, or another thing we may go, that is the cot theta equals to cos by sine. So if we are going for cos by sine, so 1 by 0, this will be undefined. Then this divide this, that means root over 3. This divide this, that means 1. This divide this, that means 1 by root over 3. And 0 divide 1, that is 0. Clear? So these are the values. What we can find the values, all of the values, by memorizing one value. Okay, so you have to memorize the value of sine so that we can solve all of the values or memorize all of the values. Okay, so dear students, this is our first CQ. In this first CQ, here is given what? Here is actually this is our stream. In this stream, there is given BCD is a right angle triangle, or the value of BC is given, that is 2, and DC is given 2 root over 3, and here there is a value given, that is R equals to sine y and A equal 15 degree. These are given. Okay, why and how we will use this value in this CQ? We are going for this. First of all, first question says, if tan x equal to root over 3, if is this, then sine x equal to what? Okay, how we can go for this? First, the solution of A is tan x equals to root over 3. So here is the given part, tan x is equals to root over 3. So we can write tan x equals to tan, how much degrees? 30 root over 3, that is 60 degree, because we have just find this or see this how the angle is come. Okay, you have to have memorized this angle. Then x equal 60 degree. Okay, so x equals 60 degree we have been found here. Now second thing we are going for, that is we have to find actually sine x, and we know the x is 60 degree. So now sine x, that means sine x, that means sine actually 60 degree, and sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2, and this is our required answer. So tan x equal to root over 3, tan x equals to this, so this is the angle 60 degree. Just putting the value of here, then we get our answer. So this is how we can solve question number 1. Now we move on to our next question, that is question number 2. Question number 2 says that if D is P plus P minus Q, that means this angle is given, that is P minus Q, and the angle is given here the b is given, that is p plus q. If these are this is not the capital Q, it should be smaller q. Okay, so p plus q and p minus q is given, that is b and d. We have been just denoted it, and we have to find p and q. This is the question. Okay, how we can solve for this question? We can solve by this way, that solution of b here is given d is p minus q. Since d is p minus q, so we can go for first time we can go for b. Okay, b is p plus q, so since b equal p plus q, then we can go for tan b. Tan b, if our required angle is this, then which will be our height? This. And which will be our base? This. So we can say that our height by base, and the value of b is nothing but the word p plus q, which is given actually p plus q, and here 2 to gun, so root 3 is the value for tan 60 degree, and finally we get that p plus q is equals to 60 degree. This is the first part. Second part is, since d is p minus q, again d is p minus q, we will go for again tan d. Tan d, when we are thinking for this angle, my dear students, it's a very vital part when we are going for this angle. So this would be our height and this is the base. So we can go by this way, that 2 by 2 root over 3, so 2 to gun, so 1 by root over 3, that means tan d, the value of d is p minus q, so tan p minus q equals to 1 by root over 3, and 1 by root over 3 is tan 30 degree. Now tan gun, so we can say that p minus q equals to 30 degree. Okay, so here we have actually found two equations. One is p plus q is 60 degree and p minus q is 30 degree, and I know how you know that how these types of equation can be solved, and by find the value of p and q. You have been done this for a lot of times. So now which is our procedure? The procedure should be yes, plus by adding 1 2, we get what? P plus q equal to 60 degree and p minus q equal 30 degree. If we add these two, we get p 2p equal 90 degree and our p must be 45 degree. If p is 45 degree, from 1 what we can get? From 1 we can say, from 1, that is p plus q equals 60 degree, so p is 45 degree plus q equals 60 degree, or the value of q is equals to 60 degree minus 45 degree, and finally we get what? 15 degree. So the value for p and q is here. So the value of p is 45 degree and value of q is 15 degree. These two are required answer. Okay, now we move on to our last math, and this last math says what? Read the question. Last math says that if 4r square minus 2 plus root 3r plus 3 equals 0, then show that this. Okay, first of all we need to find out where the value of r. The value of r is given, that is sine y. And what's the angle for a? The angle of a is also given, that is 15 degree. Okay, however we are going for this part first. Here is given that 4r square minus 2 plus 2 root over 3 into r plus root over 3 is equals to 0. It is given, and here we can write what we can write here. We can write, so here 4r, so we can write 4 sine y whole square, or sine square y, sorry 4 sine square y minus 2 plus 2 root over 3 into r, that means sine y plus root over 3 equal 0. And from here we can write 4 sine square y minus 2 sine y minus 2 root over 3 sine y plus root over 3 equals 0. Now if we take common 2 sine y, then we get sine y minus actually 2 sine y minus 1, and here we will get root over 3, so 2 sine y minus 1 equal 0. So 2 sine y minus 1 and 2 sine y minus root over 3 is equals to 0. From here we can write what 2 sine y minus 1 equals 0 or 2 sine y minus root over 3 equal 0. Okay, from here sine y is equals to half, and from here sine y is equal to root over 3 by 2. Okay, so if we are going for this, then what we can write from here? Okay, we can write it like this way. Okay, we are move on to our this part. Here is sine y, so sine y is equals to half, or we can write sine y equal to sine actually 30 degree, so y equal to what 30 degree, and 30 degree can be written as 2 into 15 degree, and we know 15 degree is equals to so 2a, so we get already y equals to 2a. And another thing was given to sine y equal to root 3 by 2, so sine y equal root 3 by 2, that means sine y is equals to what the value of that must be sine 60 degree, so it should be y equal 60 degree, and 60 degree come through 4 into 15 degree, and we can write 4a. So we have to show that y equals to 4a and y equals to 2a. So we already got y equals to y equals to 4a and y equals to 2a. So we can say that this is our required short. This is our required solution, or this is short. Here was or, so you may write it as or also, no problem. Okay, thank you. Okay, dear students, so this is your question number CQ number 2 actually. In this CQ number 2, there is given some information. Information is given that is sine theta. Sine theta is P, cos theta equals to Q, and tan theta equals to R. These angles, these values actually are given, and where theta is an acute angle. So you can understand acute angle, that means it must be actually what? That must be angle must be less than 90 degree. Okay, so our first question says that if r equals to root over 3 inverse, then find the theta. If r equal 3 inverse, then find theta. Okay, we may go this way actually for this math solutions part. We go that here is given r equal 3 inverse 1, and we know that something inverse is equals to 1 by that part, so we can write it as 1 by 3. But what is r? The value is r is also given, this is tan theta, so we may write tan theta equal root over 1 by 3, and we know that this actually part can be written as 1 by root over 3, and tan theta equal 1 by root over 3, and this is nothing but the tan 30 degree. So here the tan theta equals to tan 30 degree, so theta equal 30 degree. Okay, so this is how we can solve the value of theta. This is the answer number 1. This is the answer number 1. Now we move on to our next question. My dear students, please note the math by pausing the video. Okay, thank you. So number B, here is given P plus Q equal to root over 2. P plus Q equal root over 2 is given, and we have to prove that theta equal 45 degree. However, we have to start our first part, that here is given a part, that is P plus Q is equals to root over 2. First question is to you that what's the value of P and what's the value of Q. We know P is sin theta and Q is cos theta is given, so we have to write it. So sin theta at the place of p plus cos theta at the place of q is equals to root over 2. Then we have to go for the square part. Squaring both sides, we will get sin square theta plus 2 sin theta cos theta, sin theta cos theta plus what, cos square theta equal to what, by squaring. By squaring we can go for this way, and we know that what, here is sin square and cos square. Since here is sin square and cos square, we can go for this way. Actually sin square plus cos square equals to 1 plus 2 sin theta cos theta is equals to 2. Now we can write it 2 sin theta cos theta is equals to 2 minus 1, that is actually what, 1. Okay, now 2 sin theta cos theta, if it is 0 then we may go for, yes, 2 sin theta equals 0 or cos theta equals 0, but since here is 2 and here is 1, if it is not 0 then we have to calculate it. We have to calculate by this way. Actually 2 will be go that word, or you may squaring both side. For sin square theta cos square theta equals to 1 by squaring actually. So if we square then we get this, and after this we have to convert all of it into sin theta. So cos theta should be converted into sin theta. You know how this actually come, because sin square theta plus cos square theta equal 1. If sin square plus cos square equal 1, so cos theta must be 1 minus sin square theta. Okay, now just erasing up to this part so that we can write from here. This can be written as 4 sin square theta minus 4 sin to the power 4 theta equals to 1. So all of should be go at the right side. We will get 4 sin to the power 4 theta minus 4 sin square theta plus 1 equals 0. Here we may go for a minus b whole square formula, that is 2 sin square theta whole square, that means a square minus 2 a b plus b square equal 0. So here we are just thinking that this part is our a. So a square minus 2ab plus b square. So we may go for the formula a minus b whole square. Since a minus b whole square, then we may write it here 2 sin square theta minus 1 equals 0. If it is this, then we may write here 2 sin square theta equal 1, and here 2 sin square theta equal 1 by 2. If sin square equals to 1 by root over 2, then we can go from this part to here by this way. Sin theta equal plus minus 1 by root over 2. My dear students, here plus minus is very important, but we will neglect it. Why? Sin theta equal only plus 1 by root over 2 we will write. Why we will write here? Because here the angle is acute angles. Since angle is acute angle, so minus will not be counted, because we have already completed 8.3 chapter in our higher mathematics. That's why you know what is acute angle, what can be the abscissa, you know everything. That's why we may go for sin theta equal sin 45 degree, and finally we can write theta equal 45 degree, which is our required truth. Clear? I think you can understand all of the math. Please, my dear student, pause the video and write all of the math part of the math. Then you will go for the next part. Okay, dear students, this is the last question, that is question number C, what I was talking about. Now the solution part. Solution of C. Okay, solution of C is what? Here is given what? There is given 7p square plus 3q square equals to 4, and from here we can write what? 7p, the value of p is sin theta, so sin square theta plus theta, it should be cos square theta equals to 4. Maybe one question arises in your mind, why sin square theta I have been written here? Because we know that sin theta whole square is nothing but the sin square theta. Similarly, cos theta whole square equals to cos square theta. Okay, Now just write here sin square theta plus 3 1 minus cos square theta equals to 4. So here we can write 7 sin square theta plus 3 minus 3 cos square theta equal 4. Then we can write 4 sin square theta, because we are just subtracting 7 sin square minus 3 sin square, that is 4 sin square theta, and 3 must be go that way, so it should be 4 minus 3, that is 1. So we write sin square theta equals to 1 by 4. If sin square theta equals to 1 by 4, then we write sin theta is equals to half. Sin theta is equals to half. Okay, let's see sin theta equals to half. If sin theta equals to half, then we can write it sin theta is equals to sin 30 degree, or theta equal 30 degree. Now our left side, what? Our left side is tan theta, so tan 30 degree, and that tan 30 degree is nothing but the 1 by root over 3. So since tan theta equal tan 30 degree is 1 by root over 3, and that is our right side, that's why hence we can say this is our required short. Clear? So that's all for today, my dear students. This was a long class for you also. However, I was trying to focus on your basic part, so that these types of CQ is very easier for you, and these two are actually the board CQ. So stay home, remain safe, and keep study hard. Thank you.